Okay, welcome everyone to the Monday Cyprus Chess Talk, episode 3 with woman FIDE master Marianna Stefanidi. Welcome to our talk
Hello,
today.
Mark. How are you?
I'm fine, you? So
Thank you for the invitation.
You're welcome. So can you please introduce yourself?
Oh, I hated introductions. I think that whoever wants to know something more about me can just Google and find everything. So I think we can skip that step and go with the rest.
Okay, so we're gonna watch two games from the recently played World Youth Rapid Championship. I think it's European qualification phase. That was
it was the European section of the World Youth Championships, Rapid Championships actually. It was not standard time. Played last week, 7th, 8th, and 9th of December.
How many Cypriots took part? How many players represented?
If I recall correctly, we played with 14 players. I think 14. Because we skipped the under 18, the girls under 18 board, and we had 4 wild cards. So I think we were, how many were?
14, I think, as well.
13. Yeah, it was -1, the under 18. So we were with 13 players. Most of them in the under 12 category, and the rest had 2 per category, except under 18 that had only 1 participant, Michailidis.
How do you think the Cyprus players went?
Okay, I think they were. I would like not to comment on that.
Okay.
Some
players did well, some players.
Cyprus is a small country. There are not too many players playing, and I think that our kids did the best. So I think they did well.
Good.
That is my comment.
So we're going to look, the first game we're going to look was played by Chrysostomos Roussi, one of the upcoming stars of Cyprus. He's 14 years old. Yeah, he qualified, I think, a couple of years ago for the Cyprus Closed, but did not play. And he's constantly the Cyprus champion. Any age category he plays, he's winning it. So yeah, he's one of our.
Yeah, and he's representing Cyprus, and he's representing constantly Cyprus in many international events.
Yeah.
So this is one of the games that I was actually spectator, and it was that moment when you watch a game and you say, "Come on, come on." Find out the variation, do it, you will win. But of course he needed to have a very good calculation on that, which probably he skipped on that moment, because as we said, this is rapid games. I don't actually recall the time at that
10
point.
10+3 or 10+2?
No. I mean specific moment that he had the winning position and couldn't find the correct move. But still, for me, it's very, let's say, stressful to watch our kids having winning position and not winning them. So this is one of those who I witnessed. And okay, unfortunately, he didn't score on that. but it's very interesting how he played.
So the game started knight f3, knight f6, b3, e6, bishop e2, d5, e3. Oh, white seems to be quite passive, huh? Taking its things slowly.
Yeah, it's like white is playing like black, but still he will open the center in some moves. So we will have Queen's Indian structure without e4, but with e3. So I think it will be okay after some moves.
Yes, he will break the center with d4 and c4. And here it comes, d4.
Yeah.
Bishop b7.
Actually, it's quite an equal. It's an equal position. Both are finishing their development. They have castled. Everything looks fine. There's no problem on that position for both sides.
Yeah. Knight c3. And black goes for rook c8.
Okay, this is one of the moves that I don't actually like. I prefer c5. But okay, you can say it is a preparations move, or he could have played like a5, a4, something like that.
Okay.
Of course, not now, because at a4 it's a hanging pawn. Or he could have played c5 and see where to place his queen or rook afterwards.
Like, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's it's kind of symmetrical if the knight was here.
Yeah.
But
okay, knight on c6, it's not so good because we want to have our rook on an open file, because in the end the c file will open. So whoever has his rook on the c file will actually, let's say, prevail on it. So probably the idea of rook c8 was okay.
Yeah, but maybe directly c5 was slightly better. Okay, so now we see rook c1, and now he goes c5. White takes on d5. And here we see him go e takes d5. Yeah.
Actually, I like to play such games, having pawns in the center. He didn't want to capture with knight or bishop, so that white cannot play e4, e5. For example, you cannot capture with the knight. There is e4. Okay, maybe he can take the knight on c3, but still the center, for example, will be here. It's still, it's too early. This is. But still, he will have the chance to play e4, e5.
Yeah, maybe cool. Yeah, it's also, I think it's not that bad to take with the e pawn, because if he does end up with an isolated pawn, this pawn can press d4 at the right point. No?
Well, I'm not sure. Maybe much later.
Yeah, not now, but I mean, like, let's say knight takes c5, for example.
Yeah, there are structures like that, setups that
something like this, so that here you even open the diagonal,
and you will have the f4 square for your knight. It could be, but still, it's a nice capture. I like moves like ed5, especially when there is no knight to be placed on f5.
Yeah.
White, yeah. So
white knight cannot get there; it's very far away.
Yeah.
So queen d2. Okay, he's connecting the rooks to prepare so that this rook can take that place, and bishop d6. Rook f d1, queen to e7. Okay.
To be honest, I think that both parties here don't know how to continue, and they just placing their pieces in the center, and trying to figure it out how they will continue.
Yeah, I'm
This is what
wondering, this
I
pawn is
can.
hanging. If I
How is it hanging?
taking on c5.
You have two light. You mean
Yes.
e4?
Yeah, now. No?
Well,
Yeah, what am
if
I talking? Yeah,
I
yeah.
take
Now I know what
no,
you mean. I
there
know what you
is,
mean.
but still, yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
I'm not calculating it properly. Okay,
But
h3.
maybe there is a pin. Maybe there is a pin on bishop on d6. It's not completely wrong what you say,
No,
but
I'm just.
maybe there is a pin. But he will take with bishop here, so
Yeah, I was just. Yeah,
yeah.
and now this is okay. This is not falling. No, it's.
No, it's not.
And again, now d4 is actually rook d8, and this is coming quite more powerful. Yeah, yeah. So we cannot go for this. h3. Definitely, white is just waiting.
They're just stalling. Yeah, they're waiting.
And now we see a4. Okay, a4 was played, and bishop b8. a5.
This is a good move, to tell you the truth, so that the bishop is not hanging on the d file but I would prefer if white played knight b5 to lose, one tempo with their knight, and not give them the chance to. I think that here black just lost the tempo with,
Yeah, with bishop
knight
b8.
with bishop b8. Yeah, but it's okay. Still, it's okay because there's no, how can I say, there is no play so far. They're just stalling, going back and forward, regrouping, don't know where to destroy, at which side they will play.
Yeah.
It's okay.
a5, knight e4, and now he goes knight e4. Okay, so this is basically forcing white to take. Because if not,
I don't think it is forcing. He could have played queen e1.
queen e1.
There is no action. Yeah.
And then f5. With the idea of maybe f4
Okay.
coming.
f4.
Or knight f6 and then f4. The idea is if you take.
I don't know. There's like bishop before.
This here.
Yeah.
Okay, a6. Bishop has to go back.
No, I can take the knight
Oh,
on this.
I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
and
not
then
seeing
you
anything
have to
today.
take with the queen, and
And I lose a
and
pawn.
I will open the file. I can take the b6, then the c5. I don't think it's so easy to play a6 here.
And yeah, f5 is not really helping. It's not helping.
Yeah. So
maybe here was another option. This knight, and then take on c3, take on c5. Yeah, something like this I was thinking about. Yeah. Okay, so knight e4, white decided to take, and then we saw taking with e4. Okay, now I think I like black's position quite a bit, because the knight has to go back and he doesn't have very good squares. The knight on h2, it's not very good.
Okay, on h2, okay, he wants to do the f1 g3 and somehow press on e4. And also, don't forget that queen on e7 and rook on e8 have no purpose at all. Actually, the open file will be the d file, and black are placed wrong on that position.
Oh, okay. I was like thinking maybe
And
queen
also
g5
the diagonal,
is
which
closed.
is like A1 H8 will open after
Ah,
DC5.
okay. Ah, okay, yeah, you're right. This is, I don't know, I thought
But
I
still,
liked black here because I was thinking like queen g5 maybe, rook
yeah,
e6,
he will
rook
go
e6.
for an attack.
Because I thought the white's pieces are not in the game, but white controls the center, which means if any flank attack, white will just break the center and the attack will fall. So yeah, queen h4,
Mm-hmm.
and now white attacks on bishop b5, bishop c6. Okay, I think this move.
Bishop c6, I think is a wrong. Yeah, it's a wrong move. Probably he needed to play rook e d8.
Yeah, so that the knight could move.
Yeah, but white also responded wrongly. He
Yes,
took the
because
bishop.
now the rook is coming.
Now the rook is coming. Yeah.
Yeah, or even f6.
Yeah. And
So
here is the moment that I was on that position. Actually, I was looking that position because I liked it a lot. Where white actually blundered. He, I think he took on
yeah, he took on
c5.
c5.
Yeah, he took on c5, and after knight takes on c5, he played b4, which looks nice. It looks like
Winning a piece.
yeah, okay, but here is a fantastic move from black. Rook g6, piece sacrifice.
Yes, because if he takes.
And all of this happens because of the knight on h2. So there is no g3
Yeah.
because there is knight d3. You cannot, and whatever else you play, for example, f3, after g3, knight d3, and you take the pawn on h3, and then I think
Rook, bishop takes g3, f takes.
and bishop take the knight takes f2. I don't know. There is like
Yeah, knight
it's
takes
not
f2 looks very
becoming.
nice here.
Yeah, it is fantastic, move.
Maybe not even with
So
the rook. Take with the bishop here. For example, let's say bishop a1, just for a waiting move, and then here you take with the bishop because if the queen moves.
no, you don't even need to play that. You will just take the pawn on h3 first.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, and then you will do all of that. You will have, the king into a mate, let's say, setup. And then you will just make him suffer because he needs to calculate. Knight takes f2, bishop takes g3, rook takes g3, and it's a complete. Yeah. I think he cannot be safe in any way.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think maybe with rook. Oh no, not with the rook.
Because I think white will play knight f1 here.
Knight f1
protects g3 for the moment.
Okay, knight e5. Amazing. Knight e5.
Yeah, knight e5 checkmate. What am I talking?
Yeah,
and
mate.
Then knight h2 back.
Yeah, and knight f. Yeah, exactly.
And then it's checkmate.
Yeah, just a simple chess, simple mates.
Yeah. So yeah, here it's after rook. Sorry, what is it? Rook g6 here?
Yeah. So after rook g6, white it would have surrendered, I think.
Yeah.
And
I think you will have played on
it's
for a while until it's checkmate.
yeah.
Just
Okay,
because
but
it was
still, it's very easy to win this position after rook g6 is the difficult move. Why? Because your knight is actually hanging on c5.
yeah.
So it's unpraised. But okay, it's a very nice position, and all of that because of the knight on h2. If knight was on e1, probably there is nothing on this position, but because of the knight on h2, here comes the volcano, the tsunami, whatever
Yeah,
disaster.
and even knight g4 is bad after knight d3, and then comes moves like h5 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
No, there is no. You can you can take the. I think you can even capture the knight. Yeah, queen h2, queen at h1, and then
yeah. Sorry, rook takes g4. I need to
yeah,
work on my
and
tactics again.
queen take. Yeah. So
Rook takes g4 is simply
no worries, no worries. A
check
calculation is my thing. So
yeah, I need to work on that again. So yeah, he missed it and played rook d6.
yeah.
I don't think I would have seen it either, so he can be forgiven for that.
Okay, he can be forgiven for sure. But I said that this is something that I noticed while they were playing.
Yes.
And you know, when you're a team captain, you always want your kids to score. And it's like
You're suffering inside watching them make mistakes.
Yeah, it's like, you know, when you're a spectator, it's even more difficult because you usually see things that you wouldn't have seen even when you are playing. For example, I could have played this game as well and not notice rook g6. Okay, but when you're not playing and you are just a spectator, okay, and you're, you know, without stress, without any, you actually find moves like this, and then you say, okay, play it, please do it, please score. All right.
Yeah.
And when it's okay, you're left with the bad taste at the end of the game.
I think one of the I don't remember which grandmaster said that one way of finding candidate moves is to see how you can give material away, and
Yeah,
you could
but still here,
this could come handy in here. How to give material away? Okay, let me give this knight.
okay, but still here, you have to, you know, follow the principles. Okay, checks, captures, threats.
Yeah.
Okay, and I understand that he played rook d6 because
This
he threats.
Queen.
Yeah, there is a threat. So, and actually, there's a good threat on the queen. So he wants to win a tempo and then put knight on d3.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
we see queen c3 being played. Takes.
Okay. Probably here I wouldn't take. I will play d3. Ah, no, there's a mate.
Checkmate. Yeah, you're being checkmate.
Yeah, there is a mate. Sorry. Queen c3. Yeah.
So you have to take.
Yeah, take bishop.
What about now rook g6? Is this? No, this is not playable because the knight can be.
No.
Rook here. If you take the knight, this can.
But still, queen takes h3.
And now g3 is not playable due to simple bishop takes or even.
No, it's not so easy.
It's not so
because
easy.
King goes on f1.
Queen, king f1.
And you have no queen f3. And also you have to protect the g7.
Yeah, so I think bishop takes g3 is a must. And
okay.
Pawn takes, rook takes check.
No, there is mate. You cannot do that. You cannot enter that variation.
Why? Here? There's no mate yet. It's check. King h1. If
It's
king
the
h1,
queen
rook
g2.
g2 will save
Queen
it.
queen g2.
Yeah, why am I
Mark, what are
talking?
you saying?
I'm like, why am I trying checkmate on h2? Okay, queen g2. This is
Come on,
very
Mark, what are you
embarrassing.
talking about?
I know.
There's mate in two. Okay,
Okay,
and I'm
so
like,
and then
I'm
if king
looking so,
here,
you know,
rook g2, king here, queen takes. Safety
Mark,
first.
Mark, what are you playing? Queen g3, queen f2 mate.
Yeah, this is also mate. This is also mate the next move.
No, because I can sacrifice my queen.
Okay. Yeah, I
So,
queen g3 and then queen f2 mate.
yeah, always find, you know, the perfect mate. The
Yeah,
worst one.
I keep telling that my students, but I don't listen to this.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, he had again the option to play rook g6 with the same idea. But as we said, it's
Maybe, but I'm
very
not sure
complicated.
because here, yeah, it's a more complicated variation.
Okay, and knight g4 is another possible move. But then knight d3. I think it's very dangerous because this and this are mating squares.
Yeah, but still, it's very. If I play h5, there is no problem for a black.
Yeah, for after knight d3 first to not
Mhm.
lose this knight.
Yeah.
Even h5 now, if he takes the knight, we just take, threatening to take like this.
No, I think
But
they
it's
will.
still, it's still
Yeah.
nothing. I don't think there's enough here. Because why I can
Well,
just why I can just go with this pawn down here, c6, c7. Okay, it's not that easy though. It needs a lot of calculation, which can, and especially
yeah,
if it's
but it was
rapid and you
like
don't have time, you don't see this.
it was threat after threat. So both sides. What is that?
Knight e6 was played, defending the checkmate.
Okay, what about bishop e5?
No, it's not working because there's a rook. The queen is defending it for now.
Ah, no, yeah.
The queen is
So,
defending it, so there's no such sacrifice.
so why not bishop e5 and then knight d3?
Yeah,
There is
that's a very
there
good
is
idea.
no threat, right? Am I missing something?
Okay, let's say queen c2 just for a move to be played. Knight d3. If you take here, you have to take with a
I
knight.
will take with the knight, yeah.
Yes. And then
And then I
again,
will
this is
go.
again knight f3 is coming. It's a nice square for the knight. Even for a pawn, f3 is very, very powerful.
No, I wouldn't play that.
Not yet, but that's
Yes.
idea.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
I don't-
very difficult. It's very difficult to calculate all of this.
But it is a very beautiful
Very,
game.
yeah. Okay, so knight e6 was played, defending the checkmate. Knight f1, and then queen to e7. Okay, maybe. Okay, f6 to prevent the checkmate, but it opens the king too much. No. f6.
I think the best way was to play bishop e5.
Yeah.
Missed the bishop e5, but still he has to somehow maybe he can play f6 and then bishop e5, but queen e2 is like okay.
Yeah, queen e7 seems a bit passive.
Yeah.
And now the
But
knight has come into the
f6
play.
is also yeah.
Rook d8. Okay, not so easily into the game, but the knight has improved itself and threatening with rook c1. And now queen d6 was played. Threat is to checkmate here because we have a bishop controlling this square.
Control the h2.
So knight f1 was played. And then here, I think the queen exchange might be not that good.
Yeah, because the knight is not still placed good. The pawn is an isolani and king is very close to it. So
Yeah. As white,
but
I might have taken it and then played knight d2, king. But it's a bit dangerous, so queen c6.
but still there's no point of
Giving him
placing
a
queen
pawn.
yeah, and placing the queen on d3. There's no threat. But in the meanwhile, while playing queen on c6, white start to threat black pieces. They're coming, so they keep their knight on f1 as a defense.
Yeah.
There are no mates, no attack whatsoever, and they will try to regroup their pieces into some kind of attack on the queen's side. On the queen side, probably maybe they could win a pawn or something. I don't know.
Yeah, because after queen b3, bishop c3, everything, white is pretty much defended everything, and black has issues here. We have 2 pawns being threatened, and you can't protect both of them. So after b takes a5, b takes a5, queen d5, and now queen takes queen, rook takes, and bishop b4. So we have this square as an issue.
Okay, but still, this is a draw position.
Maybe
It's
instead
very
of playing bishop
close.
c7, f5 is playable. Rook. So if check.
Okay, rook d8.
Yes. Okay, the knight goes to the back rank, but the knight will then change to other squares.
Still, black will have a more active king.
Yes, after f5, I think.
But there is no, I don't know, I don't find any, let's say, optimization from our pieces. For example, we want to put our knight on d3, but there is no way to find, some route to
Maybe
d3
if
or
it takes this way.
I don't think he will take. White will
No,
not
I mean
take.
if rook c6 is played, king
Yeah.
f7. Okay, and then the knight on f1 it cannot move. It just cannot move.
Yeah. And even if he moves, I think, for example, if he plays knight on g3, probably we can give our bishop.
Yeah, and now then rook d6.
No, rook d3. Yeah.
Rook d3 though, there's this check. There's no check then.
No, there is no check.
There's no check. And then if bishop is here, the rook takes pawn. So king f2 required. And then black can maybe even go from behind.
Yeah, something like that, and threaten, some rook b2 or rook a3.
And then maybe somewhere here.
Yeah, but still, I'm not sure about that end game because knight has no clear path.
Yeah, it looks that the bishop is going to be superior here to the knight.
Not sure if we find a way to
improve the knight.
Yeah, to improve the knight, and we have, the a7 pawn. I don't like the a7 pawn at all.
Yeah, it's a problem.
But still, end games are like, a mystery to everyone.
It's just that bishop c7, for me, it looks like knight, and then now knight g3. Here maybe was an option to take. With ideas of coming here, rook d8. Take, knight c6.
Oh, this is a better endgame for black, definitely.
This is, I think even black could be here superior.
Yeah, because
Okay.
after a6, f5,
So
we
whatever the
yeah,
bishop plays, a6, and now this pawn is safe.
yeah, and king is too far away, so probably we don't even need to play f5.
But
Just king f8.
yeah, I think maybe this is something maybe he didn't see that the rook can go
But
back.
why? But wait. Why knight g3 and not knight d2?
I don't know. Knight g3 was played. Okay, knight
Ah,
d2.
okay. Yeah, I think knight d2.
Knight d2 is quite good. It's bringing the knight into the game. Okay, f5
Yeah.
here.
Okay. So let's find out how our knight can be probably king f1.
King f1, king f7.
Okay, king e2. But still, this is an equal position. Oh, what? Excuse me. What are we talking about?
Why?
A5 pawn. A5 pawn is hanging.
Why is a5 is hanging? Yes. So if
What is that? Come on.
no, you cannot take it. You cannot take it.
Why I cannot take it
Because
after
if you
f5?
take it, rook c8.
No. First f5. F5.
Ah, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, first f5.
Even taking it is fine because knight f8.
Yeah, but I
Dangerous
was
spot.
talking about after f5.
After f5.
First secure e4 and then actually taking
Okay, so
the
here, yeah,
pawn on f5.
knight b3 would be knight b3.
What is
Knight
that?
b3 is not a good
What
move
is
because of
that?
this.
Rook b5.
That's what was rook b5, rook c4. No, I'm just giving material here. Even knight c4 might be, or even just a6. No, white has issues here. Yeah.
Both sides, but this is a completely draw position. I think okay, they will try and they will go over and over and over again, and you need just to secure your weaknesses.
Yeah,
So
here I think black again missed this taking of the knight.
so what did they play? F5.
Yes, and then rook
Okay.
c6.
Rook c6.
And here he now took it, but the difference is the knight is. So after
No,
taking,
it's the same position as before.
the way black played was here king f7.
Yeah, but he played rook b5.
Yes. And then white just played bishop c3. And we saw rook b1, which I don't really like because here and now and this move knight g5 was played instead of just king f7.
Yes, king f7, and I think we're fine. Okay, we're not fine because there is probably
a6.
a6, yeah.
Yeah, a6, and then rook a6, rook d6, rook d7, something like that. d6, yeah. Rook d6, rook d7, and then this check on this pawn. Yeah, black is just making it slightly difficult for himself here.
Yeah.
So knight g5 was played, and now rook check, and then rook check on c7, and the pawn on g7 is hanging, as well as the a7 pawn.
Yeah. Well, you will take g7, and then because a7 is hanging, no matter what. And bishop d5, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, and now it's lost.
The position is
most probably time pressure.
Yeah, time pressure and the blunder.
And
we're used to for the unfortunately. But still, the core of the game was with rook g6,
Yeah, it
I
was very
think, or
nice. He
yeah.
set it up very nicely, but didn't find the killer move, the move that finishes the game.
Okay. Okay, this happens. It's quite normal in all games, in all levels. But I was very, very, very excited to see such a, because it was a first game, they played, and actually he played against a player who were like 300 elo more. It's like, a
Yeah,
level
it's
up.
quite.
It was quite equal battle.
Yep. We're going to look at the next game, which was played by our participant in the under 14 category.
Which one?
Sorry, not under 4, sorry, under 6.
Under 16.
Under 16, yes. Alice.
Yes. Another one game that I was watching.
Yeah, Alice is very unpredictable. She can either play good or bad.
Yeah. And here she actually didn't mistake very early. Quite, I've done in a standard game, probably when I was at her age, maybe a little bit younger, the same mistake with a player who was worse than me. And whenever I see it, it's like, these memories knock on my door. And that bishop f4 haunts me. So it's
a bishop shouldn't even be going there.
It's like, in Sicilian, when you play an open Sicilian line, never place your bishop on f4.
No,
it's like, I don't know.
Either belongs on g5 or e3.
Yes, e3 or g5, or I don't know, play some sideline with b3 and bishop b2. And there are some Marozzi lines with bishop on d2 as well.
Yes. So here we have the open Sicilian. Alice is white. Knight f6, knight c3. And we go into the dragon variation.
Yeah.
And bishop e2. Yeah, the bishop should be coming to e3.
Yeah, but okay. It's like maybe it was I don't know. Maybe it was a misclick or something like that. Because okay, it can happen as well.
It can happen only on online games. Misclick.
The problem, I can tell you, I detected where the problem is. Most of the kids don't click on the square that they of the piece that they want to move, and then click to the square that it must go. They drag it, which is a complete nonsense, because when you drag it, you most probably will have a misclick. So I actually watch them sometimes when they do that, and I'm like, why are you doing this to you? Okay, just click and click.
Or you forget where you took it. You forget while it's in your hand. You don't remember where you put it, where it was, and then you put it on a square.
Yeah. So here we have the bishop f4, which is like, okay, don't do that. Yeah, here comes the e5.
I think this is theory. Bishop e3 is theory here.
No, yeah, it's bishop e3, f4, yeah. queen d2, and h3 probably sometimes. Yeah. And you can actually even play g4 if you want, even though you have a short castling. But bishop f4,
e5,
no.
And then she goes back to bishop e3.
And just for our viewers, yes, she lost the piece, but even though she was playing with a better player, somehow, later on, she came back like, I don't know what force was with her. She was completely winning. And there were a lot of tactics and calculation, which actually led to miscalculation, and losing
I
the
must
game.
say this pawn is weak though.
Okay, still there is no enough counterplay
No, there
for
isn't.
the piece. Yeah.
Rook e8, bishop f3. Okay, I would have played f3, and maybe
No. There's no point. In such positions, when you are, a piece down, and when you have material down, there's no point to play, slowly or,
f3,
in a
g4,
modest
c5.
way. Yeah, you have to attack. You have to attack and play.
Courageous.
Yeah.
So
So
bishop d4 is played. Knight takes f3, queen takes f3.
actually, black is exchanging pieces because he wants probably to go in the endgame with
With a
piece
piece
up. Yeah, and quickly win.
And then rook fe1.
But to tell you the truth, what is going on this position? The problem with this position is that if we evaluate the position, although white are a piece down, their pieces are more, let's say, active and better placed.
Than blacks.
Yes, than
With the
blacks.
bishop
So black
that's sitting.
have two pieces down, rook on a8 and bishop on c8, and white have only a rook on a1. So there is some kind of counterplay, a slight,
Yeah.
something very little, which can actually transform in something bigger in the next moves.
Yeah, now this is where d5 is
Yeah,
it's
and
a
here
mistake
comes
because
yes,
all
here
she
comes
thought was you'll do this.
yeah. So here comes help from black's side.
This is the chess sin
Which comes from
wishful thinking. You
yeah.
wish your opponent to blunder, which they don't. And e5, a very powerful move.
But still, here maybe there is something like, I don't know, bishop g4.
Yeah, because pawn takes f6 is not playable because of queen takes
Yes,
e1.
because there is and you actually place, but I don't know if it can work.
Queen g3 attacking the bishop and the knight. So you again one piece is
You're
going.
not attacking the knight.
No, you're not attacking them. Yeah, because it's checkmate.
So we can play h5 and then knight on e5 or e4, something like no.
f3, and now we're attacking the bishop and the knight.
Okay, bishop on d5 d7.
Bishop d7 here.
Yeah, or bishop f5. So we can
Bishop f5, yes, attacking the pawn on c2.
yeah.
And now there's a rook
And
e4.
I think there's no actual problem. And knight e4.
And this pawn will just fall.
Yeah, so the position is easily. No, there's no point.
There's no
And
point. This is just lost.
Yeah. This is lost. But it needs, some cool blood at that point.
Yeah, and now knight d7.
Knight d7 is like the cherry on the cake.
And now we see knight d5. And black
Knight
blundered
d5.
again.
And then she played queen g5. And here comes once again
Brilliant chess.
brilliant chess, yeah. And there is not only e6 that I calculated, and there is knight c7, which is the easy move.
Yep. But there's also the complicated e6.
The complicated e6, okay.
Because if queen takes knight, it's just queen takes f7.
Okay, this is the whole. This is mate.
Just what? No, I think taking with, it's what I'm talking. Queen takes f7, the king goes away, and then queen takes rook.
No, queen
No?
takes bishop
Queen
on
takes
g7.
g7. I don't want to checkmate. I want to checkmate much later.
Come on, Mark.
Okay.
Okay, you can take with the bishop on g7.
Okay,
It's
tomorrow I'm
mate.
gonna do 1 hour mate in one exercises. Because this is like mate in one and I don't want to checkmate. Okay, this is queen takes f7 with queen takes g7 checkmate. Yeah,
Yeah.
so queen takes d5 is not playable.
Bishop is not playable.
The same way. F takes e6.
So I think here we have what do we have?
I'm not gonna even try to think this.
Bishop takes bishop. You cannot take the knight because everything is pinned.
And then king.
And then knight c7 probably.
Yes. This. Oh, maybe this. No.
No. Don't go in. Yeah.
Don't make it hard.
Yeah. Yes. So there's, and you have like material up.
Yeah.
You will have. Yeah.
You will have an exchange more.
More because it's a rook plus pawn against
more than an
a
exchange.
bishop. Yeah. So it's even better.
Okay, e6 is again a tough move, especially when you have a simple move like this. But again, when you see a good move, we should always look for a better move, always.
And this is this is the problem when you're a fan. So I came on board, let's say, exactly in this position. So I started calculating. So I solved the e6, but she played the knight c7. I said, okay, still it works. No problem. The position is completely winning because if we calculate and evaluate, we have like 4 pieces in attacking plus that good pawn on e5. Yeah. Okay. And black are actually in a very defending situation. So I'm like, okay, I will take the rook, which is for free. I will be exchange up. And the attack continues, and we'll see. So here comes the next blunder from black side.
Yes, knight takes e5.
Okay, so here we have again. I think I think we don't even need to take this knight. There is like queen g3, I think. Yeah, just a quiet move, and everything is pinned. Everything. Queen g3.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe and queen c3. I don't. Queen g3. Everything is hanging. Everything.
Yeah, you're attacking all pieces.
Yeah, everything is under attack. There is
okay, let's just. But still, takes queen. You have to take, yes.
Yes, hg3.
And then. I was thinking this move.
Okay, I will probably take it.
Now check. Takes bishop.
And I will take the rook.
Yeah, you take the rook, yes. Okay, yeah, I forgot all about the rook on a8. Yeah, so queen g3 is a good move. Yeah, there's nothing. But okay, bishop takes e5 is okay as well, I think.
Yeah.
After bishop takes e5, knight takes e8, and bishop d7 was played.
And this is the final, let's say, blunder, which I thought it was easy to see. Rook takes e5.
Yeah, and then if queen takes knight f6.
Knight
check.
f6. And we take bishop on d7, and we're
Pawn up.
pawn
not
and
pawn up,
piece up.
piece up. I mean piece up, yeah, piece.
Piece and pawn up. So it is completely winning. Completely.
Yep. That's... Yeah. So... And then, yeah, and this Alice missed and played rook ad1.
Yeah, and she missed the fact that...
She missed the fact that this is not playable.
Yeah.
Due to...
Bishop takes... Oh, wait, no, it is playable.
It is playable.
There's mate. Yes, I take with the...
King, and now if this is played, this is here with checkmate on.
Oh my gosh. So here, the fourth variation is queen h4. Wait, I takes, bishop takes.
Queen h4.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, queen h4, queen h3. He needs to take the queen and then take the rook. And we take on b7.
Yep, and white.
Oh my gosh.
White has a nice, healthy pawns up here. I think if this would go, just take rook b7. 2 free pawns.
Yeah, and you just play. Even if you take, if she takes on f2, you start pushing a4, f5. Yeah. And you're winning.
Yeah, this is I think you have to. This is where you have to calculate one move ahead. Most probably she saw this. She was like, okay, I lose here, but she didn't see.
But still, she's not losing.
Yeah.
But apart from that, she's just giving back the material.
Yeah.
She's not losing because she's getting 2 bishops for a rook.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And then after c3, it's bishop c6 with checkmate ideas. So queen h3, rook e7. Okay, that's a strange move. Check, king g7, queen h3. This move wasn't necessary, and then f5. Okay, white has the rook for the 2 bishops, but the 2 bishops are very powerful here.
Yeah, because always the 2 bishops are better than a rook.
Yeah, the position is
even than a rook and the pawn. Yeah.
f3, bishop d7, threatening to just move. Rook takes.
What is that? Come on.
Yeah, just setting it all up, queen, and then...
But she must take it the other way. First, rook takes bishop on e5, so that when she takes bishop on d7, it must be with a check.
It's with a check, and now she doesn't have the problems
she goes back. But still, no, she cannot. f3 was bad move.
King f6. Rook d1 is this check, queen here, mate.
I don't know if she can trick her, like playing f4.
And the idea is if queen takes f4?
Queen f3. King f2.
Ah, yes, this is good.
And there is no check.
Queen c1, king f2. But if the queen comes, then the rook goes back.
Yeah, that is the point. and both kings are, in open files, so it is dangerous for both sides.
Yeah, but again, it needs a lot of calculation this way.
But still, it's the only way, to survive.
Yeah,
The other way around is it's mate. It's like immediate mate because your queen is on h3, not playing. It's
yeah, and
like.
it's all forced here. King g4.
What about? Wait.
I was looking at
No.
h5, but h5 is
No. I think best move was king h4. Yeah.
Yes, because now the rook can go check as well, and you just open square, and there's no checks.
There are no checks, and there is nothing hanging.
Because after queen c2, there's no black is not threatening any checks here. Yeah.
But how will you save your king?
No, yeah. So here black has a problem now.
No, black has problems. Yeah.
King h6, king g4 check.
No, I think this is losing.
Yeah, because the king cannot get out of the troubles. King
And
f6,
maybe
queen here. And the rook cannot even go back. This rook cannot go back to protect the king, and the queen is also too gone. Another missed opportunity was this.
Yeah.
King
I
g4.
didn't check the game after, after the rook e1.
Yeah.
I thought it was completely lost. So yeah, now I see that there was.
Here, this isn't
What is that?
check. This is checkmate, no?
Yes. Oh my god.
Yeah, she walked into checkmate here and didn't see it. Yeah, it's just queen h4 check, force g5, and then mate. And if the king goes to f8, that's when the challenge comes. King f8 is a move that black should have played.
But still.
There's this rook takes g. For example, queen h4 check, king here, queen d2.
Okay, there is like rook e3 if I want to get rid of everything.
Yeah, but then there's this one.
No problem. Rook e5. No. Yeah. Rook f. No.
G5 is coming.
Yeah. But you had g5
here
immediately.
G5, yes.
G5 immediately.
Is much more powerful, yeah.
Yeah. But still, she walked into mate.
Yep. Well, yeah.
We understand that we lost some points. Pointless points. But okay.
Yeah, and then queen takes h7. It's nothing here to rescue. The position just is checkmate, yeah.
That is why it is very good if our players analyze their games after they're played and they know what mistakes they did.
And then they can improve on the topics that they made mistakes on to improve their.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like today both games were calculation. Either the player didn't go far enough to calculate or didn't see the move at all.
In order to improve your calculation, you need to solve like too many exercises every day. And I always tell and advise everyone, even myself, to solve as many positions as I can. So don't be lazy. Just, and it's very easy. You can sign in Chess.com, or I don't know, there are like hundreds of exercise simulators about end games, middle games,
There's also a lot
opening.
of books as well.
Okay, I think children nowadays
We are
don't
all
know
electronic. We are all electronic life.
but still, even if they have the books, they will not ever open them because they will not sit with a chessboard and the book by their side and analyze those games.
Yeah.
For me, it is something that I adore because I learned chess by studying books, especially the classic ones. I'm a vintage lover, so I have a lot of books. But okay, years pass by.
Most books anyway electronically have electronic form, so
Okay,
they can buy
show
it.
me an under 18 kid who has an ebook, a chess ebook, and actually has read it. Okay, if you find a kid like that here in Cyprus or even in Greece, I will.
Who read an
I will
ebook, a chess ebook?
Yeah, so if you find my kid like that, please, okay. I don't know. I can assume that I lost the bet and you won. So,
Yeah, so anyone who's read an ebook, just put it in the comments. I've read a chess ebook.
because, read an ebook, just, checking the pages is not studying the ebook. So tell me which ebook you studied, and
I
I
have
will.
read several chess ebooks,
You will be tested, and then
but
we will
not
find
recently.
right or wrong. So,
Yeah, yeah. So those were the two games. They were very, very, very good games. I really liked
and
them.
yeah, and as I said, so I think my choices were quite good.
Yep. We're gonna see you in action, I think, this weekend. Yes, playing in the European Online Women's.
Okay, I know you want to embarrass me, Mark.
No, I'm just
So
saying you're gonna play this weekend with the Paphos
yeah,
Chess Club.
I want to thank Paphos Chess Club for suggesting me to play with their team.
How well do you think the team will do?
To tell you the truth, whenever a tournament starts, I'm quite optimistic. I actually think we will do quite well. I don't know why, it's intuition. Okay, and after Sunday, I have like 0 out of how many are the games? 7?
It depends which group they go in, which group Paphos will play. I think today,
They didn't
tonight, or
announce
tomorrow
the
morning.
groups yet. I thought they were settled or they were
They were going
pre-announced.
to. Until today was the deadline for confirming teams. So either they've done it just recently or tomorrow morning.
See, after all, we have, let's say, very strong opponents. There are teams that are, I don't know, they have the top of the tops. For example, there are Muzicuk playing, or Alexandra Kostyuk, or yes, Garyachina. There are players which are beyond imagination. And
I think
I'm
it's a big
thrilled.
opportunity for the players.
Yeah,
You most
with
probably have
some of them, I've already played, and the second board is actually a very difficult board. Okay, I want to thank Anastasia Avramidou for playing at our first board. Yeah.
Yeah.
She took the board 1, so I can go on board 2 and not being completely embarrassed. But I think that our team will do well. Okay, we're like, I don't know, 10th from the end, or
Oh,
eighth,
that's good.
something like that.
We are not the
Yeah.
worst team. We are like, I think Cyprus got quite, the Paphos Cheskov got quite a good team together to
Yeah.
join the
No, we're
European.
a good young team. So,
Yep, the team is quite young. Yeah.
so I think we will do well. But of course, whoever wants to watch us, they can watch us. They can view our games on turnelmod.com, even live. And I actually organized a broadcast by, um, yeah, okay, they are Greeks, but still the broadcast will be in Greek, by
Very
Alexandros
good. Most.
Papastopoulos and Angelos Sandalakis. And I am and Greece's Blitz champion. So I think they will give us some justice, hopefully. I hope they will be not so harsh on us.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
we're looking forward for Saturday.
I have a few questions for chess in Cyprus. What do you think, as you're the ratings officer from Cyprus? How do you see chess continuing in Cyprus, like due to the COVID
Well,
crisis?
we
What
we have
championships are going to be coming up soon? When are we going to get back to normal, more
to over the board.
like over the
Uh,
board? Yeah,
first,
what's
first of all, we were discussing an over the board championship in November, late October, early November, but then because of the corona restrictions by the government in the middle of October, especially about Limassol and Paphos, because that was the problem. And we didn't want to exclude any kids from the tournaments. We had to postpone everything, but still, the negotiations are in progress. And as soon as we are cleared, we will resume on them.
oh,
So the plan has that as soon we can do over the board tournaments, we will have the cadets championships, the under 18, in age categories, 8, 10, 12, etc., girls and boys. I can, let's say, predict that it will be probably in Easter time if everything goes well. Otherwise, they're postponed and will be scheduled for summer, as well as the Open Championship of Cyprus, because the restrictions are up to 15th of January, if I recall correctly. And from October 15th, all the under 18 tournaments are cancelled, are not allowed. So we cannot do anything on that up to 15th of January. But there is a suggestion to have some hybrid tournaments for Christmas period. So we will have, if it is, if everything is in favor in the board, we will have a youth rapid championship or a youth standard time championship, like 30 plus 30 minutes plus 30 seconds per move, followed by a rapid open championship. And in the meanwhile, we can have chess marathon. All those placed in the from 23rd of December until, if I recall correctly, 4th of January. But everything is in progress and under discussion.
oh, that's very good developments.
Okay, it needs to have the green light from the whole council, and then I can tell you more about it. And of course, we will announce it to everyone. As you know, the platform that we will use will be Tornello, just as ECU and FIDE. The regulations about the hybrid tournaments are announced from FIDE as well. So we have regulatory system to follow.
Will they be
And
rated or not yet?
well, this is a gray zone. I think it depends on what the council will vote for. Actually, I think we can suggest something like that, some of the hybrid tournaments to be rated, but I'm not sure if any other federation has done that yet. Because, as you know, many players are quite, I don't know how to say that politely. Well, they don't believe. I will not. They don't believe in online tournaments and online championship, and they appeal against their validity. Let's say something like that. I will try to put that gently. But we can. I don't know.
Because
We can plan on anything.
because if
I guess.
tournaments are going to be not rated for quite a long time, we will see, in my personal opinion, we will see players being underrated by a big margin, especially
Okay,
young players, and we don't have that many rated tournaments, especially standard.
for me, rating is something that you know, if you're a good player, your rating
Will
at
go
some
always up
time,
at some point.
yes, will go up. So it is good, and we actually saw that and noticed that from many countries that young players who actually worked during the first period of Corona worked hard and trained hard and played in a lot of tournaments and did a very good work, raised like 300 or 400 points when the over-the-board tournament started. So I think that if you're a good player, at some point you will get your rating. So there's no problem with that.
Oh, okay.
This is my opinion, of course, and I
Just
think that
because
maybe.
we play what, one or two rated long games in Cyprus.
Okay, this is something that may can be fixed with more tournaments. Actually, now we're in negotiations with. Okay, this is off the record. To have an international tournament in Limassol in May or June. So, because the prediction is that in May or June, maybe we will come back to a better better conditions. So, a lot of people in Limassol, and let's say, since the hotel industry is facing quite huge problems at this point, are in favor of chess tournament, because chess had a quite good growth during the Corona era. And maybe it can be combined with other international tournaments and set, something new in Cyprus. So players, especially in summertime, could play in more over-the-board standard time tournaments.
That would be a very good, that would be very nice.
After all, in Cyprus we have summer until December. Even now, very good,
We're gonna have a
climate.
nice December though. We're gonna have a snowy December.
Snowy December in Cyprus, where? In the
We're
mountain?
expecting no, we expect they said that we will expect in the next 2 weeks snow in the plains as well.
Okay, this is off the
So
record also, but probably I will not be able to watch that.
because last time we had snow in Nicosia, I think was 2015.
Okay. I think last time I saw snow, it was like in 2018 in Bucharest, in Poland, and in 2016 in Volos, but it was like heavy snow. So I'm used to it. I don't believe that there will be snow in Cyprus.
Yeah.
So hopefully we come back to over the board games. I presume on probably Easter time. But for the time being, the program has only online tournaments. And of course, I need to thank you for a great work, since all of us play in your tournaments.
Thank you very
And
much.
I think that since we are a very small country, there is no point to have more than two groups or one group. So, as everyone knows, we all play for a team, for your team,
Thank you very much.
in the German league, and of course you coordinate us for the European Women's Cup. And now it was announced the European Blitz as well for the next week.
Unfortunately, it's only for 2300.
Okay.
Otherwise,
Yeah, but I think lower players also can participate with fee, if I recall correctly.
okay. I didn't see the fee. I saw it was like, I think it was only for 2300 plus.
Okay, but I think they double booked, because it is on the Women's European Cup. It's at the same date, right?
I didn't see. I just saw that it was for 2300, so I ignored it.
Okay.
I'm not yet there.
But still, from 28th of December until 3rd of January, there is also the chess festival on Tornello with many tournaments.
Yeah, that one I would see about, yeah.
Yeah, and various prizes. I think they will be announced soon. So there are a lot to do during Christmas time.
Yeah,
And
there's quite a lot chess-wise, yeah.
And also, as for these suspicions about the online games, it's always better to play with a better opponent, because you can train better with that.
To be honest, I have never played. Okay, I have sometimes suspicions when I play, but until now I have never been awarded rating points back by playing a cheater.
Oh my God, so many times.
I haven't. Not one game I have played with a confirmed cheater on Lead Chess or Chess.com or any website. So I've been pretty lucky, even though I play a lot of.
No. On all platforms. When you have a title, because I play with my title and my real account in all platforms, only chess on Chess.com, so I have my real details. So it's like you're attracting them. And when they win you, I have this situation where somebody, and then I figure out that he won me with help, let's say, with assistance. So he wrote me like, "Wow, what is WFM?" And he said something very, very, very nice. It was like World Female Master. It was something like that. And I said, wow, good. I'm world female master. Good.
Yeah.
So, and by discussing with grandmasters, they also face this problem when they play with a worse player who checks their title. It's like, they are the baits. They completely want to use assistance.
Yeah, but it's of
And
course because cheaters will have a high rating, so they play higher rated players.
yeah, but they're quite easily detected, You cannot play like, I don't know, like Stockfish or like Komodo.
Yeah, it's a
In
lot of engines at the moment.
yeah, in all of your games, because you will be detected.
Yeah. I think we're
So
gonna wrap it up because it's quite late. Thank you
what
very
time?
much for joining. We've been live
I
for
think
1.5 hours. Thank you very much for joining. I think the European Women's Cup is this weekend, if I'm not mistaken.
yeah, it's on Saturday and Sunday. So hopefully, fingers crossed, guys. Send all your good energy. We will need it. And
Good luck. We'll speak then on the weekend.
okay, thank you, Mark. Have
Thank
a
you.
nice night.
Goodbye.
Bye.